guys? Welcome back to another Squessy art video. Here we go, video number 8. I'm going to be tackling a very trendy thing on YouTube right now, bullet journaling. So before I dive into the actual thing, I'll just give you a quick rundown of all the supplies I'm using. I have Prismacolor pencil crayons, Crayola Super Tips, Tombow Fudenosuke brush pens, this mechanical pencil, assorted washi tapes of different colors, and microns. So I'm going to just get right into the coloring, and I would tell you the theme of this month, but I'm not quite sure I know it myself. I just did a lot of flowers and hearts, as you're going to see, and it's not a complete, lovey-lovey setup, but it does kind of err on that side. So here I am swatching out my colors, and you can kind of get what I mean when I say I don't really know the theme. It's just a lot of colors, but I thought they all looked really good together, and I'm just going to cut it out and keep it beside me as a kind of just a guide to, what will go, what won't. On the cover page where I wrote February, I just kind of created a wreath with February scripted across the middle, and I'm making a little rose. My way of making roses is I'll color a colorful splotch with the pencil crayons, and then I'll take the Tombow Fudenosuke over top and just kind of create rings around. I kept just going around and around. It looks like, what I'm doing. It's just so hard to explain, but I think you can see how I did. So here's a little layout of what I kind of wanted it to all look like, and I just kept flipping back and forth to that just to see if I'm following my very diverse theme for the month. I also tried some other flower ideas, just like a daisy kind of flower, and then I put hearts everywhere. So that's kind of what I'm saying. It's kind of a diverse theme because there's just lots of stuff going on. And then I had to script the February, and I wasn't too nervous about this because I already penciled it out first, so it was really helpful. I just used my Tombow Fudenosuke, which is so good for calligraphy. If anyone's interested in this, this is totally worth getting. I use it all the time for my calligraphy, and it works very well. So now I'm going to go on to the next page. I'm going to be writing out a verse about love, which I thought, fitting for February. And I just penciled it out first, and I kind of wanted it to have a little typewriter theme. Yes, I know, there's a lot to this month, but I thought it looked really cool. So after outlining everything, I just decided to go and put in those same roses in the corner, and the flowers, and the hearts, and all those little details, and all together it just looks like this really cute look. Now I just have to erase the pencil marks, and I'm going to leave the pencil marks on the other page because I cannot risk any smudging. So I'm going back to my overview, and I check off the first spread, and then I'm going to go on to the next one. Now I know a lot of people generally do their monthly overview kind of spread next, but I'm going to be doing my other little spreads first. My top one is monthly spending versus earning. So on one side I'll write all my spendings, what I spent it on, and the other side vice versa. The bottom half is going to be my monthly goals, so basically what I want to get accomplished for this month. And of course I had to add the little flower designs in everywhere. I do add a little bit more detail to this page later, but for now it's just basically the flower designs and the headers. I'm just erasing all the pencil marks that got in the way and add a quick pink top banner with the super tips, and then I use the microns to write goals in a cool font, and then I just use my Tombow Fudenosuke to script the top. Now I've got this page done, and I'm going on to my next spread. This is going to be my monthly overview, and I already did the grid because that takes a long time. And I'm just starting off with writing my header, February, and I'm trying to write it in a typewriter text. And I thought this looked really cool, and I was copying it off the phone so that I could see how this really looked, and I'm so happy with it, and I put a lot of work into it. And then I had the ingenious idea of drawing a little typewriter, if you can't tell, that's a typewriter, in the corner, and it's like the paper coming out is my YouTube tracker for the month, and I was just really happy with this idea. After fine lining everything, I added a quick drop shadow to make it look like it was coming off the paper a little bit. And of course, the little roses in everywhere I could fit them. It's kind of funny when I'm drawing these roses and you speed it up, it kind of looks like I'm growing them in a circular way. It looks pretty cool. So here I am growing more roses along with more hearts, and I just really like the colors I picked out for this month, and I'm so happy with it. And after finishing up in that corner, I went and did the same thing to the other corner, and then I started in on the top. Growing more roses. Adding the green, I don't know, I was kind of thinking the green might contrast with like the greeny gray rose, but I guess it worked out pretty good in the end. Now I'm just fine lining the February. This took a while, but I mean, it looks good, so it's all worth it in the end. So I started to number all the days of the month, and I tried to do this in typewriter font too, which took a little while, but it also turned out looking really good. So although you guys did not see it, I made a mistake writing the weeks, so I covered it up with washi tape, and I went to go right underneath it, and I started the mistake out again by writing an M, like, what was I thinking? It starts with Sunday. So I went over again, started with Sunday, and then wrote all the months, and I later changed the M to a heart, so no harm, no foul. Just quickly scripting my YouTube tracker. I always really like how this looks at the end. I don't know, just something about it. Now I just gotta erase all those yucky pencil marks, and we're almost done. Just gotta add a little color to the typewriter there, and then I think we're done. Oh, and I have to add an important date in. Can't forget it. Yes, it's my birthday. So here's the spread for the February monthly overview, and now I'm gonna have to start on the next sheet of the spread that I had to come back to. It's gonna be a habit tracker, and I don't have much to track. I only have 4, and you'll see what they are. So I drew a typewriter, there's paper coming out, and for the other 3 boxes, it's like I ripped off a piece of paper off that typewriter, and they're all stuck up with tape. I'm gonna draw some tape and use washi tape. I made all the grids, and then I colored everything over with fine liner because that's pretty boring to watch, and then added a quick drop shadow. I'm scripting the top, and the first one is Bible. This is just a reminder to read my Bible every day. The second one is exercise, get my butt moving. Then I have art, and I really messed up on the healthy here. I tried to write healthy. I think I wrote a D, but I somehow managed to turn it into an A, and then I used a Posca pen just to cover up my mistake. Next up, just gotta go in with those roses, grow a few more. Man, I did a lot of these. I had a lot of practice. And they add the nice little touch to the picture, add a few clusters around, hearts, flowers, After finishing all the cute decorations, I'm just gonna go in with my Crayola Super Tip and color in the grid, just add more, pink to the page. And I guess you're wondering, the other page, I did add stripes and washi tape. I forgot to mention that, sorry. But yeah, I guess I just figured it needed a bit more color too. Just putting in the fake washi tape now and the real washi tape, and I think that concludes my setup. Hey guys, so what'd you think? Here's the finished product. Quick flip through the pages. Let me know down below in the comments what you think or what I could have done better. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Squessy out.